Morning, guys. What day is it? Monday. I'm doing so well. I stayed up late to watch the Super Bowl, and I have to love a come from behind story. So I don't really care about football, don't care about the Patriots or the Falcons, but kind of was fun to watch that game, the end of that game. But that's all the same, sleepy. So there we are. Um, Today, I just wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the difference and similarities between writing for business. So, writing to supplement your own business, maybe writing specifically to generate income versus writing for art. And they're not mutually exclusive things. I write primarily for art, but goodness knows I would like to sell books and grow my business that way. I'd love for my books to get me more speaking opportunities, which they do all the time. I'd love to have my books be more passive income so that I can do more writing and generate, some income that way. But there are folks too that write just primarily because they have a business and they want something to sell. Maybe when they go to speak somewhere, having a book is a great thing when you go to get speaking engagements, and also when you go to speak. Maybe they want that passive income, and so it's another revenue stream for their business. Maybe they are using that book as a lead generation tool for their business, to get more folks to them. So there's lots of reasons to write, and sometimes they're mutually exclusive. Like sometimes you might just be writing a book just to sell it. You're writing for the market then, and I do not judge that. That is fine. And if you write for a more literary idea or just because you have a story you need to tell, I don't judge that either. I think that's awesome. But it is important to think about a little bit about the difference and what your primary objective is. So primary, I've never said that word that way before. What your primary objective is. So if your primary objective is to make money, then you need to be thinking before you start to write about what's going to sell. So if you're writing fiction, the big sellers are usually romance. Fantasy sells pretty well right now. What doesn't sell as well? Literary fiction. If you're a poet, God love you. You have saved my life many times, but you're probably not going to make $1 million writing poetry. If you are writing memoir, that can sell. It does sell usually pretty well, but you need to be thinking about what genre of memoir you're in and how full that market is. So if you're writing to make money as your primary objective, you really need to be thinking about that marketing aspect first. But if you're writing for art, then often the marketing piece comes second. And there's no right or wrong about this. It's just different objectives. And I think as writers, sometimes we cause a lot of angst towards one another when we try to create a hierarchy of what books are better and which are more useful or helpful or valuable. I'm not interested in that. I just want to be practical and pragmatic about how I'm writing and for what reasons so that I can make the best choices about what I'm doing. So, all that said, if you are writing more for a business market or for a business, not a market, for a business-minded purpose, I am going to put a link down below to my friend Chandler Bolt's course. It's a new free video course that he's doing about writing as an income generation tool, about writing a bestseller. He has done this several times where he's written a book in a few days and literally got it on the bestsellers list within a couple months. So I don't write that way, but some of you guys might, and I think that's great. And Chandler does it really well, and he's a nice guy, and he has a southern accent, so the videos are fun just for that. So I'll put that link below, and hope you guys will check it out. And I really hope you're doing really well. Here in Virginia, it's going to be 60 degrees today. I'm pretty stoked. Oh, and Meander is here sleeping and snoring, so she says hello. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you later.